Two times in my career, I've had one game with minute restriction. So it's kind of interesting to me to have like multiple games of minute restriction, but gotta do what I gotta do. I had the injury out of nowhere, like last year. So just gotta be smart, taking care of my body and getting ready for the playoffs. So if I have to do a little bit of games, few games with minute restriction, I will.
Opening in the third quarter, though, I think to go to the basket the way you did, score 5 points early, Brooke gets an offensive rebound. That flipped the game. You guys were able to build up that 14-point.
Yes.
Just your thoughts coming out of the break and to maybe impose will a little bit there.
I was just trying to be aggressive. I felt like going in the first half, we were going through the motions a lot. Wasn't moving the ball the way I would like to. We wasn't getting downhill. We just was not imposing our will at all. There was times that we did, but not as much. But I feel like starting in the third quarter, I think they scored maybe 15 points, 13 points. So defensively we were great. Offensively we were getting downhill, attacking them in transition, creating threes. So I think we did a better job just imposing our will in the third quarter.
Typically, if Chris Middleton is curling for a three in front of the Bucks bench, that's going to be something you guys are pretty excited about. Tonight, obviously...
We were terrified about now, quick, it flips. Usually I'm like, make it, Chris. And today I was like, miss it, Chris. Crazy. But yeah, happy to see him out there. He looks weird. He looks weird with that jersey on. It looks weird with that jersey on. He does not make that jersey look good at all. But it's funny. We had just a few laughs on the court. I miss him. I definitely miss that guy.
Speaking of Chris Giannis, you played with him for a long time. What do you think he can bring as a veteran voice now to a really young team?
He's a winner. He's not going to stand around, and not do whatever it takes to win a game. You can tell, even though today he had 15 points. I don't know how many points he had. He makes winning plays. He pulled on the side, saw it and talked to him. He pulled on the side, pulled and talked to him because he's a winner. The last 7-8 years he's played winning basketball. He does not know how to lose. So he's definitely gonna help the team, turn that around if they want to turn that around. Because at the end of the day, there are 15 players on the team. There's so much that one player can do, but he brings veteran leadership. He's going to be vocal. He's going to be able to play the right way, put everybody in the right spot, and definitely he's able to get his. If you run a play for him to score the ball, make a play, he's going to make the right play, and he's going, the team going to benefit from it.
A.J. Johnson didn't play tonight, but what was your impression of him and the time you spent together, and what do you think
I think he's going to be... Man, I miss him too. I think he's going to be a great player in our league. His future is bright. And see how he develop in the future.
I remember I asked you last year about Bilal Coulibaly. So this year I want to ask you about the new Wizards rookies like Alex, Bub, and Keyshawn. What do you think about them?
Great. Play hard. Trying to figure out, their spots right now. But you can see they're very, very talented, and they just got to keep on learning, how to play the game and creating good habits. Because sometimes when you're not in a very, very, very good team, you can develop some bad habits, or you can think about how can you get yours. But if you keep on playing the right way, playing winning basketball, and helping your team win and doing everything that you can off the court, on the court, for the benefit of your team, you're going to develop in a great talent. And they're young though. They're very young. They have bright future also, both of them. So I'm excited to see them in the future.
Would you kind of thought about getting to run with Kuz? It feels like that's something that they were really excited about before you got back on the floor. But now that you've gotten to play with them, get out in transition with them, just what do you kind of see from him? You guys are out.
Man, he's so fun. Play with him, high energy. He's like 6'10". Sneaky 6'10". I thought he was like 6'7", 6'8". And just a guy that can space the floor, a guy that can make plays for himself, a guy that can run with you, a guy that can crash for offensive rebounds. And it's been fun playing with him. You know, like he can affect the game with the ball in his hand. He can affect the game without the ball in his hand. Great cutter. So far 2 games. It's been fun playing with him.
You mentioned defensively. These last couple of games, Kevin out in the backcourt has made an impact there. Obviously, I think you played against when he scored 50 against you guys a couple years ago. So I know Kevin Porter Jr.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, so like defensively, what have you seen in the games maybe you didn't play with him, and then now these last
No, guys. No. He's nice. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel like he's like a steal. He's nice, guys. Really nice. Defensively, he plays hard. You know, I believe he's one of those players that he just want to feel wanted. I'm not gonna say loved, but he wants to feel good energy around him and wanted, and he wants to be around a team that trusts him, trust his decision making. He's been incredible these past 2 games I've played with him. His pace is incredible. He's able to get to his spot, create for others. Defensively, he's so good. He knows how to use his hand and his body. Man, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I love playing with him. I love him a lot. He's like the steal. You know how you have a steal of the draft? Like we had the steal. That's a steal for sure.
Did you know anybody on this team in Greece?
No.
No. Okay.
My young brother plays in the team he played
Okay.
in Greece, in PAOK. But I was watching his games.
Yeah.
Like I was always watching his games because I knew he did not belong there. He definitely did not belong there. He was going off.